Welcome to another episode of Monday Mornings with Melissa. And I want to know if you'd like to have more engagement in your live videos and you want to know exactly how to do that. Because that's what we're going to be talking about today. Engagement is great because we feel like, there's another human talking to us, but engagement at the end of the day is not what we ultimately want, right? It's not. I mean, I think that we want engagement because we want to make sales, right? That's the reason that we're doing our live videos in the first place. So we want to create engagement so that our audience is nurtured, warms up to us, buys into our brand, our mission, and then buys, right? At the end of the day, engagement is great, but ultimately we want our audience to engage with us and then pull out their credit card. What we're doing with our live videos, it's so much more than just the people who are commenting, right? We are creating, so there's a tactical side, there's a strategic side as far as the algorithm and telling Facebook that our content is good and getting more people there and pushing it out in the news feed. And then there's this part of the engagement that's like creating this energy. So engagement is critical to get to do all the things that are going to move people from cold to close. When an audience engages with us, it feels good and it creates this energy, and it helps us, I think, at least it helps me, so that I'm not doing like this presentation where I'm just talking to you or at you. I'm talking with you. Okay. And then what it also allows us to do, you guys know, if you follow me, I'm a huge fan of live video for many reasons. But what it allows us to do is it allows us to learn from our audience, adapt with our audience, see what they respond to, see how they accept and resonate with our messaging, and it allows you to hone in on your message and find your voice a heck of a lot faster than any other thing that I've ever created in my entire life. Purpose is to move people in the direction to create momentum towards the thing that you're going to sell them. And the thing that you're going to sell them and your entire messaging and your branding is the problem that you solve for people. And that's going to be the anchor of your entire business. I'm not going to get into all the details. I could talk about this all day, but everything that you do, including your live videos, including the way you sell your live videos, which we're going to talk about, your content, all of that, your positioning, all of it points back to the problem that you solve. So that means that we need to create our content and talk to our audience. Those are the people who we want to engage with us, right? Number one is it's about them, okay? It's about them, not us. And I'm going to explain what that means. And I know, as the ones who are doing it, trust me, I get it. We're the ones that are going live. We're putting ourselves out there. We're giving away some of our best stuff for free. We're investing our time. We're the ones that had to put on our makeup and buy the lights and all that stuff. So we're the ones that are busting our tails. And the people that are listening, they're sitting in the comfort of their own homes, but it's about them, not us. Okay. So if you are struggling with what to say, when to say it, you're focusing too much on yourself and not them. So make it about them. And what I mean by that is that you have to, this is going to come back to the problem that you solve. You have to sell it to them. You have to sell it to them to get them to show up. You have to tell them why they should care. What's in it for them, right? That's how you get them there. That's your hook to get them there. First, you got to sell them on showing up. And then that's your title. That's the clear takeaway. That's the what's in it for them message. Then they show up. Now you have to get them to stay on. So now you need to break it out. And I'll show you my formula for doing this. And then you got to get them to stay on so that they see the offer. And then you have to get them to sell them on the actual thing that you're buying. So we want to make sure that we get straight to it. We're constantly connecting back on what's in it for them, constantly, because it's all about them. It's all about them. Always want to be connecting the dots to the next thing, right? So first, the next thing is show up on my live video. Then the next thing is stay on my live video. And then the next thing is buy my thing. Okay. Buyers, right? Because we're going to be catering our content. We're going to be talking to the buyers, and buyers have a problem. You guys wouldn't be on here listening to me today if you weren't interested in solving the problem of engagement on your live video. So you want to talk to the people and let them know over and over and over again that you can solve the problem that they have, and they need to take that next step with you. Okay. I always say, never make your audience think. Never make your audience think. Always be connecting the dots for them. Even if you think it's obvious, even if you think it's obvious, and you need to tell them over and over again, because they might be hearing it for the first time and their brain needs to kind of process that. So do it. If the only thing you take from today's video is that little formula, do it. And when you shift your focus to make it all about them, I promise you more people are going to want to engage with you, because they're going to start to see that you know what you're talking about and you're bringing value to the table, and they're going to want to ask their questions and engage with you and learn more. Give me a title, sell me on it. I cannot stand it when people don't have titles, because I hurt for them, because people are busy. They want to know, if they're scrolling on Facebook and they see Angela going live, as beautiful as Angela is, like, people are busy and they want to know, like, if I'm going to slow down and listen to what Angela's saying, I better know what's in it for me. So title, a couple of little bullet points, right? You want to sell them on showing up. We're trying to get them to listen, and they're busy, right? So if you want buyers instead of freebie seekers, tell them what's in it for them. Connect back. Remember what I said at the beginning, the foundation is the problem that you solve, okay? The problem that you solve. Number 2 is consistency. And I know you might be thinking, like, what does consistency have to do with engagement? But it's everything. Like, it really is everything. If you want people to show up and listen to you, if you want people to engage with your live video, then they have to know where you're going to be live, when you're going to be live. You have to make it easy on them, right? And so we don't want to ever rely on the algorithm to tell people when we're going live. We want to schedule it. We want to make sure people know about it. We want to make it easy on them to find us. We don't have to kill ourselves with content. You don't have to go live every day, but be consistent. The other piece of being consistent is you're building up trust in your audience. That's the purpose of going live. And so if you're not, so the second that you stop being consistent and predictable, you cannot expect your audience to consistently show up for you. Right? You can't expect your audience to show up if you're not showing up consistently. But don't expect your audience to show up for you if you don't show up for them. Okay? I'll tell you, consistency is a huge game changer. People are busy. Give them a chance, right? With consistency, you're building up trust. And people are they're gonna trust in you, and they're gonna see that you care and that you value their, again, bottom line, their results more than you care about whatever. Okay, so consistency trumps perfection every day of the week. Number 3, and this one is super important as well, is that you're gonna create two-way engagement. And I know, like, it's a live video, so I'm not like in the room with you. But the reason why live video is so powerful is because it's live and it's real and it's raw. Like, it's not sitting, trying to pre-record something. It's about us and our story and our message and getting it out there and getting people to buy into us. There's a lot of people that can solve problems. You want your audience to buy into you and your story and your mission and your message. Okay, and that comes raw. We're in the category of two-way engagement. Number 1 is energy. Energy is super important on live videos. No one is going to engage with you if you're sitting over there like grumpy Gus or monotonous Mel, right? So get excited, like show your conviction, right? You know that if people stay on your live video, you're going to sell them, or you're going to give them that bottom line result that we talked about, right? So bring some conviction behind that, because you know what? Like, for example, today, I know that if you follow my formulas and you increase engagement on your live videos, it will translate to more dollar signs. So I know that, like, my stuff is really good, and I get excited about it because I want you guys to get results and then come and hire me, right? So get excited, bring the energy, bring the conviction, because that will transfer over camera. So smile, right? Number 2 is like, freaking ask. It is a Logitech. I don't remember what kind. But if you want engagement, ask for it. You gotta, if this is a conversation, right? If I was, again, sitting with you, like having happy hour and there was an awkward silence, like you would say something, you would speak up and ask, right? So you have to ask people to do what you want them to do. Never make your audience think. We always say that, right? If you want them to ask questions, ask them to ask questions. If you want them to drop the fire, like I love dropping the fire, right? Then ask them to drop the fire. Like ask, and over and over and over and over again. There is two purposes to engagement. Two purposes. One, to push out our videos to more people, to more people, so that more people get the opportunity to engage, to know us. So there's that, right? And then the second purpose is to translate to dollar signs. We want the right people to engage with us. Okay. So there's two purposes to engagement. And the first one is like the easy ones, right? It's actually the easy ones. It's like the drop some fire. Hey, thank you, Rhoda. It's drop some fire. It's the, ask the easy ask, right? The no vulnerable, no risk. Like that's great. It drives the algorithm, creates some energy, gets people talking. But then the second one is actual meaningful engagement, because this is where it starts to translate into dollar signs. And there's a purpose for both, right? There's a purpose for both. And you definitely want both types of engagement. One to drive the algorithm, one to just create some energy. And then the second one is to create meaningful engagement that moves people towards the thing that they want, like the problem that you can help them solve, and pulling out their credit cards. So there's lots of tactical things that you can do, like pre-scheduling your videos, like sending out email reminders, like tagging people, like creating events, like pinning to an announcement, there's a lot of tactical things that you can do, because remember, you want to make it super easy for them to find you, to be able, you want to make it easy for them to consume their content. Like, don't make it hard for them. Don't make them jump through hoops to find your content or consume your content. So, and you can go all out. Sabrina, when I say you don't have to do that for every live video, but if you are selling something, if you are launching something, if it's a big deal, spend the time to get people to show up to your live video. But thank you so much for showing up and engaging with me today. It means the world to me. It makes this fun, and I hope you got some really good value out. Go out, even if you can only implement one or two of these things, go out. It will absolutely make a difference. All right, guys, I will see you soon.